Welcome to Maxamillion's Week 15 NFL picks, where I'll be picking all of this week's NFL games. Unfortunately, I missed the Thursday night one, though. That's the only one. Last week, though, in Week 14, I went in with the record of 10 wins and only 3 losses. Pretty good, about 76%. My goal is for 80. That's what I'm shooting for. But the game was between these two, the Chiefs and the Chargers. Very good game. Patrick Mahomes got the late win in overtime on him. Really good game, though. Justin Herbert's a great quarterback. Would have been a good game to pick. Probably would have took the Chiefs, but doesn't matter now. Now we go into our first game, which will be tonight, Saturday night. We have the Patriots at the Colts. Colts are 2.5-point favorites at home. Mac Jones and a very good coached defense, obviously, by Belichick, and very good team overall. Number one in the AFC, the Patriots. Really big game for the Colts at home, prime time. Saturday night, first Saturday night game of the year, in a dome. Should be a good one. But I'm going to be taking the Colts, even though a lot of people have been criticizing them for not being able to win big games. I think they're going to win and cover 2.5, so I'm going to Indianapolis at home. Then we head into Sunday because, there was supposed to be the Vegas Raiders and the Browns. That got postponed. So we're going to head into the first, one of the 1 o'clock games here on Sunday, Bills and Panthers. In Buffalo, Josh Allen and the Bills coming off a heartbreaking loss against the Bucks. They're favored, obviously, at home by 10.5, so that's what they got to cover. Basically 11 points. I think they will. Panthers, they're in the hunt, but they've been having troubles. Cam Newton came back, but I don't know if he's going to keep it close. I'm going to go Bills. Then we have another Sunday game. We have a lot of rivalry games this week, so we'll go to this one. We have the Dolphins at home versus the Jets. Zach Wilson, rookie, coming in against Tua. Dolphins at home, 8.5-point favorites. I think Dolphins are going to control it, and they should, I think, cover. I think they're going to beat the Jets. Then we have the big game. Steelers at home versus the Titans. Steelers with T.J. Watt and Roethlisberger. They're going to try to get it together. They're hanging in there in the hunt. The Titans coming into town. Titans are favored by 1.5, so Steelers home underdogs. I think Titans win and cover. I just think Tannehill have a good game and all that. He's going to do good. We then have the Texans and Jaguars, another rivalry game. The Jaguars at home, 3-point favorites. I think it should be a close one, but I'm actually going to Houston. I think Houston's going to get the upset and pull it off in Jacksonville. I think that they're a little bit shocked with the whole, not shocked, but they're a little bit going to be shook with the whole Urban Meyer thing and him out and the new coach. And I just think Texans are going to be able to get the road win. Been a lot of surprising wins in that division when they've played each other. Then we got the another 1 o'clock game, the Cowboys at the Giants. Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and a pretty healthy team with DeMarcus Lawrence coming back and a Doomsday defense supposedly back. Giants have a backup quarterback. I think Cowboys should be able to win. They are favorites by 10.5. Another 10.5. A lot of big favorites. So I think Dallas should get the win. Cover. Then we have Detroit at home versus the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals coming off a loss on Monday night. They're 13.5-point favorites. I don't think they're going to cover because the Lions, I know that they only have 1 win and a tie. All losses though, besides the 1 win. I think they're going to be able to keep it within 2 touchdowns. So I'm picking Lions to cover. Or get in that point spread. Then we have the Bengals and Broncos. That's a 4 o'clock game in Denver. That one I'm going with the Bengals, even though Broncos are favored by 1.5. I think Bengals are going to get the win, and then they should be able to cover at least 2 points in the win. Then Then we have the Falcons at the San Francisco 49ers. Niners at home, West Coast. They're 9-point favorites, pretty big favorites, especially because Atlanta's been getting hot, kind of. They kept a close game with the Bucks, and they got the win against the Panthers. But I think Niners going to win. I think they're going to be able to cover that 9 points. They're favored by 9 points. I think they're going to win by more than 9. So I'm going Niners. Hopefully. That one going to be tough. Then we have the Packers at home versus the Ravens. Ravens lost Lamar, so that's going to be tough, obviously, without Lamar, going up against MVP candidate Aaron Rodgers. He's been doing absolutely phenomenal this year. Yeah, only a couple interceptions. I think Packers going to win, even though they're on the road. They're going to have to at least win by 4.5. I think they will. 4.5 favorites, so going Packers. Then we have a couple games got postponed. Then we jump to the Sunday night game. That is Saints at Buccaneers, my hometown in Tampa. So Bucks, Tom Brady. I think he should be able to win it for sure. 11 points he got to cover. I think that the Bucks will be able to cover that. New Orleans, they have Tyson Hill, and they're just a little bit in shambles. I know that people maybe are thinking the Saints could do better because they've been able to beat Brady during that regular season a couple times, but I think Brady gets the revenge and regular season revenge win. Keep going Bucks. Then we have a Monday night game, which we're gonna have a couple Monday night games that's got postponed. It's Cleveland and Vegas Raiders. Cleveland's very, very. Both these teams are very, COVID hurt and offensively a lot of stars out, but it's in Cleveland. They're 3.5 favorites. So I'm gonna go with Cleveland, and I think they're able to cover it, even though they're missing some quarterback and stuff. Then we jump to the Monday night game, which is the Bears and Vikings. That is in Chicago, where they're giving the Bears 3.5, so they're obviously the underdogs. I think Vikings get the win and cover it. Kirk Cousins been playing a very good year, really. Not record-wise, but touchdown-interception ratio-wise, been doing very good. So I think he should be able to win that. Then we have some Tuesday night football action. Washington football team and Eagles in Philadelphia. Eagles favored by 4.5. I think that they win with their new quarterback, Gardner Minshew. Washington had a big loss against Dallas, and I just don't see him bouncing back. So I'm going Eagles. Then our final game Tuesday as well. Some Tuesday night football, folks. We got some more action. Seahawks at Rams. Obviously, all those teams dealing with COVID. That's why those games postponed. But Rams 4.5-point favorites at home. I'm gonna stick with the Rams. I think that defense has been getting better, and they've been clicking. Seahawks. They did win last week, but I just against a bad team. So I don't know. I'm going with the Rams. Thanks so much for joining Maxamillion's picks. Hopefully, we can have a good record this week.